What's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. My name is TreeCityWes. Welcome to TreeCityTrading. Hope everybody's having a good Friday night on this wild Friday. Xen was successfully deployed on base. It's pretty exciting times. And make sure the levels are all good. Hope everybody's having a good night. But let's get into it. I kind of want to talk about base. What is base? What is this Coinbase layer 2? What are some different ways to get ETH over to base? We're going to look at the Xen deployment. It's successful so far. There's over 100,000 C ranks already in just a few short hours. So that's pretty exciting. If you guys could, go head over to my Twitter, like, retweet the show link here. We'll keep it brief tonight. Only gonna stream for an hour or so, but yeah, let's get into it. I've been laying kind of low key lately. Oh wow, look at that. This is the daily crypto bubbles, and looks like Pulsechain's pumping right now. That's kind of cool. Pulse is up 36%. That's pretty nice to see, but nearly everything else is pretty red right now. You see Hex down 10%, Optimism down 7%, Pepe down 6.5%. Not really too many big green movers. Looks like Radix is up 2%. XRP up 1%. Atom's up 1%. But man, Pulsechain's really sticking out right now, huh? That's kind of crazy. Take a look at the week and pretty much yeah, let's get over to Dex Screener. I want to see what's happening with Pulsechain right now. What's must be pumping on the week, or maybe that's pulling some weird numbers. Doesn't look like it's pumping. It doesn't look like it's up 36%. Take a look at Xen here. Xen's down to 7.5. Had that nice pump, but it's really kind of retracing. Let's pull a quick fib here, see if it yeah, it's going down. Maybe this golden pocket will give it a little support, but it'll probably fall through, come back to this resistance down here. Like I said last week, if it falls below 70, I'm gonna be snatching up some Xen. I'll be buying some liquid Xen and staking it if it falls below the 70 level. 607 right now it's 6075. Shout out to the 3 watchers. Hope you guys like, subscribe, and share. And of course, DBZen's taking a bit of a tumble right now. I think people are taking profits, getting ready for Xen on Coinbase. Or Base, sorry. Xen on Base. But you can see it was holding pretty strong around $3 for a bit, but it just fell right through $3. And since it fell through $3, it's been steadily dropping. Got as low as $2.08, but bounced back up to $2.27 right now. Up a little bit, but you can see kind of the pattern that's happening. It's definitely looking like a bit of a falling knife right now. It's probably just going to continue on down. Where's the bottom? Nobody knows, but I know I'm DCAing the whole way down. And that's kind of how DBZen works. You know, I like to keep up with the supply, and I'm not really burning my Xen for it right now. With the low Xen prices, I'm kind of holding it and staking it. It's kind of my, What's up, Gordo? You think BRICS will affect crypto much? Yeah, man, I do. I think it's gonna blow Bitcoin up. I think Bitcoin's gonna it's already a scarce asset, so people are gonna be buying Bitcoin like crazy. Let's head over to TradingView, take a look at Bitcoin. But definitely, yeah, so BRICS wants to get their countries off the US dollar. And they're likely going to back it with gold, but what they're probably going to do is back it with like a basket of assets, including gold and hopefully Bitcoin. That'd be pretty cool. Obviously, right now in the market, just in the world, things are looking pretty bearish, and we're probably going to continue down for a while. Let me clean up some of these indicators. This is a bit much. But you can see we quickly dropped from 30,000 all the way down to 25, and we're just kind of bouncing around between 25 and 26.5 right now. Right now, Bitcoin's sitting at 26,000. But I've just been DCAing, just dollar cost averaging. Every time it dips, just buy a little bit, buy a little bit. You know, putting in like $200 bucks a week, and just kind of adding to my stash all the way down. And then once I feel like we've hit a solid bottom, you know, I'll kind of stop DCAing and start taking profits all the way up. Unfortunately, it kind of broke through this trend line here. Let's zoom into the daily. So since the beginning of the year, Bitcoin has had this upward trend. And with this recent pullback, it just fell right through it. But we are kind of back in this downward pattern, so hopefully we hold 25,000 as some strong support here. And that'd be nice, and then kind of just slowly ease our way back up. But with what they're saying about the economy right now, you know, they had the Jackson Hole talk, it all sounds pretty bearish right now. Sounds like they're going to do some more rate hikes, and the Fed's going to make it more expensive to borrow money, and people are going to suffer and lose their jobs, and it's probably going to be like that right up until the election, you know, right up until next year. next spring, next summer, then they'll start easing off the rates. Everybody, the politicians will look like heroes because the economy will start booming, and that's going to go right into the Bitcoin halving. And that's when Bitcoin explodes because the miners' rewards are halved, and it's all a setup. It's all a setup, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. If you're able to save money right now and accumulate crypto, you're going to be sitting pretty in 2025. Bitcoin just started a downswing. Let the whales build the bottom first. Exactly. I'm curious how low you think it'll go. Right now we're kind of at the golden pocket, which, this is the daily chart going back to the beginning of the year, from the bottom back in January, late 2022. We're sitting right on that golden pocket right there, and that's that $25,000 resistance I'm talking about. So if we can hold this might be that bottom. But only time will tell. The way the economy's going right now, I really think, and there's so many major factors too. An ETF could get approved tomorrow, and it's going to send Bitcoin screaming. That's the other factor is Wall Street and the SEC is holding Bitcoin back. And Gary is really on the hot seat right now. So if he wants to take pressure off himself, he's going to get that BlackRock ETF approved, or the, Kathy Wood's ARK Investment ETF approved. And when those ETFs get approved, people are going to want to buy them. And since it's a spot ETF, they're going to have to buy and custody Bitcoin to sell those ETFs. And it's going to be amazing. And that could happen any day. And the price could quickly go back to 45, 50,000. But just as easily, Jerome Powell and the Fed could come back out, or there could be some case, Binance could fail and there could be some other black swan event, and we could easily be back below 20,000, even all the way down to making new lows of 14,000, 13,000. If we do, I'm going all in right there. I mean, there's a very real chance we could make a new low, During the FTX debacle, Bitcoin got as low as 15,400. We could come all the way back to, what was this? Let's see. June 2019, we hit 13,800. Maybe that'll be the bottom of the support for this bear market, and we end up coming all the way back down here to 13,000 before the next halving. And then the halving hits and everything goes crazy. And then they approve the ETFs, the election happens, markets get bullish, risk on assets start booming, and we all become crypto geniuses. It's hard enough to find the swing changes. How far it'll go is impossible to know. ETF to approve or Binance failing like FTX will mean a high or low bottom. I agree 1,000%. Let me show you this idea here. I drew this. It's kind of my bull run prediction for next year. See if I can find my ideas here.
Select a song.
So I drew this in January. No, this isn't the one I was thinking of. That was right on point though, but that's not the one. Here we go. $200,000 Bitcoin in 2025. What is this music? Let's switch this up. What is happening here? Hold up. I gotta fix these tunes. All right, let's see how that works. I think they approved the ETF after the pump already begun, so they can be exit liquidity to reduce their own risk. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it really depends on the election as well. I think the next, they're going to get Gary Gensler out of there, and as soon as they get Gary out of there, it'll be lights out for the ETFs. The U.S. is so far behind because of the current regime. I heard gold could hit 75K an ounce by 2025. It's possible. That's another one that's very scarce, but what's cool about Bitcoin is you can own it and custody it. Like if you were to buy a gold ETF, you know, you can't really carry around gold or like store it in your backyard. But with Bitcoin, I can kind of memorize my seed phrase or my private key and, you know, keep it locked up, get it imprinted on some like metal slabs or something. I wish I could make this bigger. I think I lost that chart. That's okay. Well, anyways, let's get back to Xen. So, yeah, Xen launched on Base today. So what is Base? Base is Coinbase's new layer 2 solution. What a layer 2 is, it's basically a side chain to Ethereum. So it uses Ethereum for a security mechanism, and it also uses Ethereum as its gas token. So basically you bridge Ethereum over to Base, and then you participate in DeFi, and the gas fees are much cheaper. You know, to do a swap on Ethereum mainnet when gas is pretty high, it can be $15, $20, $30. So what you do is you bridge your Ethereum over to Base, a layer 2 solution, and then your swaps are pennies, and you can do, you know, fast swaps. It's good for things like gaming and NFTs. You can do quick transactions, very fast transactions. And what's interesting about the Base is it's the first decentralized network in the United States that's deployed by a public company. What's up, Craig Crypto? Welcome, welcome. We're just getting into Base. I think it's base.org. Is that there? Yeah. So yeah, right on the front page, just as I was saying, you know, you can build crypto games and DEXs and, you know, DeFi where there could be a lot of transactions, but those transactions can be cheap because the gas fees, and it's built to kind of take the load off Ethereum where the gas fees are high, but it still uses the Ethereum consensus layer, the consensus mechanism, using these roll-ups to make everything safe and secure. So there's a couple different ways to get your Ethereum over to Base. You can use a bridge. You can use Coinbase itself. They have the official bridge on base.org. You can also, my personal favorite is just to use Coinbase. It's a centralized exchange. It's like the one time if you're in the United States, you can participate in DeFi. You know, I'm so sick of like the Bybit and the, you know, all these different Binance.com. You know, I have to use Binance.us because I'm in the US. I feel like this is the first time since this layer 2 is deployed by Coinbase, a publicly traded company in the US. I'm allowed to use this. You know, I feel like this is built for United States users, if that's weird, if that makes sense. So I have no problem using Coinbase to get my Ethereum over to Base. You basically use that as my on-ramp anyway. So that's the easiest way for me is I just buy Ethereum on Coinbase and you hit withdraw and then you change the network to Base, and that's all you have to do. You just send it to your Base wallet, and then you're able to do things like mint Xen and all that fun stuff. My shades are fogging up here. So that's one way, using Coinbase, centralized exchange. A lot of people aren't fans of the centralized exchanges, or they might not use Coinbase as their on-ramp. Might want to do it a DeFi way. You can head over to bridge.base.org, and this is the native bridge. This is the bridge provided by the Base team. and basically you connect your Ethereum wallet to it, you pick the amount of ETH you want to send over, it'll send it over from Ethereum to Base. But even when you do it this way, you have to pay the high Ethereum fees because you're sending it from Ethereum. So that's why I like to use the decentralized exchange. Since I have Coinbase One, it's a lot cheaper for me to send it to Coinbase than withdraw with no fees with my subscription. But a third way to do it is to use a third-party bridge, something like Zenify. And this is what's pretty cool about the Zen ecosystem. They get we get our shit updated so fast. I saw that there's base statistics on zen.pub already, so shout out to Joseph. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, you can come over here if you want to receive your Ethereum on Base. You just select network, hit Base. You can send it from any network. I'll select Ethereum here. Well, it's locked. That's okay. So say I wanted to send one BNB, we'll do the Binance chain, and I'd get 0.13 ETH on Base. I have a couple different aggregators to pick from. Cost 6 cents on Change Finance. It'll cost a penny on Change now, but it looks like they skim a little off the top. And that's basically how this works. So this is a perfect example of a third-party bridge. It's a bridge aggregator. It's going to find the best cross-chain swap, and as all the Zenians know right now, you can qualify for the airdrop here. So the more you use it, the more of an airdrop you'll get. Basically build up BXNF tokens on the amount of swap fees that you use this bridge with. And this bridge basically, this swap basically uses the other swaps that you would end up using anyway. You know, if you're using Change now, you might as well use Zenify to accumulate this airdrop and support the Zen ecosystem. And it has Squid Router, it has Rubik, it has Change Now, Stealth Exchange. There's so many different on and off ramps and indexes and cross-chain dexes here that are supported by Zenify. So it's an awesome tool for the Zen ecosystem. Tech Ken says, how far are you from being able to turn on paid subs? I'm willing to support you for $1 a month. Hell yeah, man. That's nice to hear. Nice to hear. I think I'm like not too far. I need like 1,500 more watch hours. So I had to get 1,000 subscribers, and I have over 1,000 subscribers now, but I need 4,000 watch hours in a year, and I have like 2,500 right now. I'll show you guys. I don't even mind. Maybe. So if I come down here to earn, yeah, I need 4,000 watch hours, and I have 2,700. So I'm about 1,300 watch hours away. And then I'll be monetized. I don't even want to charge you guys anything though. I'm just here to do it for fun. This is fun for me on a Friday night. I'd rather do this than play video games, you know? Just look at crypto charts and talk crypto. Try to educate people on how important it is to self-custody and what fair crypto means. Can you on-ramp euros with Zenify? I might have said that wrong. Zenify is not an on-ramp. It's just a cross-chain bridge. They may have an on-ramp eventually, but can you on-ramp euros? That's a good question. I wonder where you can. This music's a little spooky. Can you guys hear the music? Is the volume okay? Oh yeah, thank you guys for the kind words. So did you guys mint today? Let's go check out Zen.network. Maybe I'll squeeze in a mint real quick. Let me log into my wallet here. MoonPay. I got a funny story about MoonPay. I actually got banned from MoonPay. I have no idea why. I was super into Cardano NFTs at the time. I got a bunch of Cardano NFTs. And I was just, I I might have used it like twice in one day, but it was with the same card and everything. And I went to use it and it just said your account suspended and I couldn't use it anymore. And it said that I couldn't appeal the suspension. They wouldn't tell me why or what I did or if I did anything malicious. They just said I violated the terms and I couldn't use their onboard anymore. It's like, what the fuck? What was that? I couldn't believe it. What's my DXN strategy? That's a good question. Do you mean for base or just in general? In general, I'm just accumulating as much as possible, so I'm just grabbing as much DBZen. Right now, I'm shooting for like 10,000 on every chain, other than ETH. Obviously, I wish I could get 10,000 on ETH. But for base, I'm just trying to get some liquid Zen at first. Operation Choke Point 2.0. Oh, I know. IRS is coming for our money. That's for sure. They're coming for our Bitcoin. It's scary. But yeah, my DBZen strategy for base. So obviously I wanted to take part in the minting early. For one, to get the AMP or the EAA. So you can see I got 10% EAA. You can no longer get 10% EAA, but I only did this for 1 and 2 days. These are going to be my DBZen bags for when DBZen launches. So I'm not planning on keeping this Zen. I'm planning on burning this as soon as I get it tomorrow and Saturday, or tomorrow and Sunday. I'll throw it right into DBZen and hopefully it'll give me a good spot. But honestly, this isn't much and I want to get a lot more. Obviously, I like to participate. I probably should have waited. It would have been much smarter to wait. One of these NFTs cost me about $90. That same NFT right now would cost me about 20 bucks. Actually, let's see exactly how much. So if I want to do a max mint NFT, we're connected to the base network. I'll go tomorrow. We're gonna go collector. So 128 VMUs for 1 day. Very much do not recommend, but the fact that they're launching DBZen on day 1 makes me want liquid Zen. And the price on the DEX is going to shoot way up, so I might want to sell some of this and burn some of it. Because you know when you burn for DBZen, depending on the gas, you also need the protocol fee. So if the gas is still high from everybody minting Zen, the protocol fees on DBZen are going to be ridiculous. So I might not be able to burn much Zen. And if that's the case, I'm going to have to sell my Zen to get ETH to cover the protocol fees. So that's kind of where I'm at with my my DBZen strategy. Oh, I'm in the wrong wallet here? What's happening? Yes. Indeed, I am the wrong wallet. Okay, there we go. So I got enough really for one more NFT. I do not really understand the tokenomics of DXN. Where does the pool come from that's to distribute each day? How can burning Zen produce ETH? Or is there some form of staking involved? I'll run through that with you. That's a great question. All right, so right now it costs $22 for max mint VMU. So I'm going to do this. This is the cheapest price. I imagine once the gas cools down, it's going to be a price similar to Pulsechain. I bet it's going to be like $3 or $4 for a couple weeks, and then it's going to trickle down to like $1 or $2 for max mint NFTs. But paying $23, I think that's kind of stupid, but I'm happy to demonstrate it. So the tokenomics of DBZen, basically there's only going to be 5 million DBZen tokens ever. Those get distributed every day in a 24-hour lobby. The lobby, to participate in the lobby, you have to burn your Zen. So say one day you're the only person in the lobby, you burn 100% of the lobby, you get all the DBZen for that day. And it ends up being like 5,000 coins per day. And it actually says it on their website. So nice. Oh wow, this is cool. I didn't realize this. Yeah, this is sweet. So the base site is already live. That's kind of slick. So the first day of DBZen on base, there's going to be 10,000 DXN minted. If you burn 50% of the lobby, you're going to get half of that DXN. And that happens every single day. So if you burn 50% of the lobby every single day, you'll get 5,000. But tomorrow the lobby's going to be a little less. It'll be like 9,900, and you'll get half of that and half of that. So that's how the initial distribution happens. There's no pre-sale, there's no, minting. This is how it's minted. It's you burn your Xen and you get to participate in the lobby, and depending on your ranking and your share of the Xen burn that day, that determines how much DXN you get in the lobby. Now the ETH divs come from burning because it takes a small protocol fee to be able to burn. So if I burn right here, say I'm going to burn 4 batches of Xen, it's going to take 0.0198 ETH, and that's the protocol fee. That gets added to the protocol fee pool that gets distributed to all the Xen stakers. There's a really interesting formula for that. It depends on the gas. So the cheaper that you can get in while burning, the lower your protocol fee will be. And you can get up to 50% of your protocol fee back. And you actually see that in the transactions when people claim, or when people burn their DBZen. So does that make sense? So if I wanted to burn 4 batches, I have to send 10 million Xen, and I have to send 0.02 ETH. That includes the transaction fee, that includes the protocol fee. 100% of those protocol fees get added to the pool, and those get added to distributed to the stakers. That's where the protocol fees come from. So if nobody burns, there's not going to be much ETH that day distributed to the stakers. And you can actually track this over on Xen.pub. Shout out to crew over here, Joseph. Yeah, that's slick. That is so cool, man. The Xen community is so on it. That's why I love this community so much. They already have Coinbase, the base DBZen dashboard up. This coin isn't even live yet. It goes live tomorrow, and they already have, like, this is where you can come see the statistics. But let's look at DBZen on ETH. We could take a look at the burners for the day. That's correct. Yeah, Car Pro, that is 100%. Protocol fees depend on continuous burning. But if I see that no one's burning, then I'm going to want to go burn, because then I get more DBZen that day. If I see there's a lobby where there's 2 people, I can burn and I'll get half of that lobby. So it incentivizes people to burn. This is a good example here. So right now there's only 1 burner in the pool because the lobby goes until tomorrow morning. So if no one else burns, this guy has 100% of the pool, and he'll get 7,300 DBZen tokens worth $25,000. He only burned $7 worth of Xen and $25 of protocol fees. So he paid $25, and at this moment he would get $25,000 worth of DBZen. Now, if I come back here at 9:30 tomorrow, there's probably going to be 20 or 30 people in this lobby. And this guy is probably only going to get, he only burned 3 batches, so he's probably only going to get $10 back closer to 10 a.m. tomorrow. But if nobody else does burn, I can come in here and burn exactly what he did, and I'd get half of what he's going to get, and we both get like $10,000 or whatever. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. But that's if nobody burns, so he burned $7 and it'd be a $25,000 DBZen reward. But then as if 2 people did it, it'd be half that, and then 3, and then 4, and it just keeps getting cut down. And there's a point where only the whales, it's only profitable for the whales to burn. So you'll want to watch that, where like you'll see people burning a couple $100 here and there, and those are the good lobbies. And then all of a sudden a whale comes in and burns $10,000 worth of Xen, and that's awesome for Xen. but then they get like 90% of the pool, and they'll get like $15,000 of DBZen for burning $10,000 of Zen. And that's kind of how these whale games go. That's why the price is kind of wonky lately. And you see that reflected in the when I say it's wonky lately, if you look at the price of DBZen, it goes up and down every day. And that's because a whale dumps and then people buy it and stake it. And then a whale dumps and people buy it and stake it, buy it and stake it, buy it and stake it, buy it and stake it. And that's exactly what happens because there's no supply. You know, they're releasing 7,000 or 8,000 coins every day. There's only 24,000 coins on the DEX. There's only going to be 5 million in total ever. So if you have 5,000 coins, you know, you almost have 1%. You know, that's or a tenth of a percent. That's crazy. And there's only 25,000 coins on the DEX. But there's like 7,000 coins released daily. So if you want DBZen, you're going to be burning to get it. Otherwise, you're going to be paying big price impacts. You know, if you wanted to buy 10,000 DBZen right now, it's going to be a huge price impact and some huge green candles, and you're not going to get the deal that you want. In a week or so, it'll be nice minting on base. Yeah, for sure. I agree there. I'm excited to see what happens with DBZen tomorrow. This is going to be wild. And the price of Zen. The price of Zen is going to moon because there's only going to be so much liquid Zen, and people are going to be burning that for DBZen. But the people that don't have liquid Zen are going to need that to participate in DBZen. So the price of liquid Zen is going to skyrocket, I think, for the next 2 or 3 days. And eventually so much DBZen will be released and so much Zen will be released that, you know, we'll see the typical forever down price action. It will start to look like this again, but I think these first couple days, the dynamics are kind of different with DBZen launch. Yeah, the co-launch. That's really interesting. Hell yeah, thanks, CarPro. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, man. If you have any more questions, definitely let me know. Definitely check out the stats on ZenPub, because you can see things like how many Zen are burned each day, how many participants. So like I was mentioning, you know, if you're the only participant, you would get 100%. You know, on this day, on August 21st, there were only 6 people. So if you're one of those 6 people, you're probably going to get a big chunk of DBZen. Where, you know, yesterday there were 13 people. So you have less of a chance to get more unless you have a lot of Zen to burn. So you can come here and see if it's a good day to burn. You kind of see like if there's a lot of people in the pool, if there's a big whales, tomorrow might be a better day. But every day that passes, there's less and less DBZen being distributed. So it's becoming rarer and rarer. So yeah. Oh yeah. I love this. I've been talking to so many new people about Zen the last few days. It's been awesome. With Friend Tech, just onboarding people to Friend Tech, going on there and talking about Zen. Just, hey, have you heard of Zen? Just explaining how it works and how awesome first principles are. And, you know, it's kind of similar to Bitcoin, and you can own your own coins, and there's no middleman and no teams holding coins over your head just to dump them on you. The bridge Eat the Base is like free, guys. Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially once you get it over there, the transactions are so cheap. So I minted that NFT, didn't I? I'm so mad about that stupid failed. It was only $30, but I still had a failed transaction earlier. I was trying to play with the gas settings and I messed it up, and I was a little short on my my gas limit. And I was trying to use this quick node, and my transaction failed, and it took the gas fee though, which was like $35, which sucks. $35 down the drain. Can't wait for them to put DX on a DEX. Do you think it'll be Basecamp? That's a good question. I'm not sure. If we head over to DeFi Llama. That's crazy. DeFi Llama Chat GPT plugin? Is that a real thing? Let me change this song. Yeah, DeFi Llama is a pretty slick DeFi dashboard. You can come over here and see TVL, which is total value locked on the different chains, how much the different chains are actually worth, how much coin is locked up. So if we go to chains here, we can find base. So the biggest DEX on base right now is Base Swap. They have about 36 million in TVL. So what's Base Swap about? I'm gonna have to dive into this. I'll be honest. I haven't really used any of the dexes. I did play with FriendTech on base, but that was I haven't used any of the other DeFi protocols or anything. I'm not sure if this is one that we can add liquidity to. Let's check it out. Base swap. Total value locked. Yeah, so you can provide liquidity here. So we can add liquidity for Xen, add different pairs, and then swap. I have a feeling it'll be base swap just because it's the biggest, but you might be right. It might be one of what did you say? Base camp? I'm not sure. Very cool though. I'm really excited about this whole base thing. It seems like every launch has a different dynamic. You know, the first launch there were no ZenFTs or batch minting, and then we had a couple launches with ZenFTs, and then we had Pulsechain where we had the copy, but then we had a fresh one a couple days in, and now we have Xen and DBZen launching together. We still don't have DBZen on Pulsechain yet, but we have Xen and DBZen launching at the same time on base, which is really cool. It's just a completely different dynamic than the other Xen launches, and I think that's going to add a lot. I really do. So if we come over here, we can see my transaction for my ZenFT was successful. Now I have 5 of them. Cost me $23 for 128 VMUs. I have a feeling the gas fees will get much lower than that, but you can see the VMUs are still skyrocketing. This one was done in the first hour. I got a C rank of 52,000. A couple hours later was 125, and right now we're already up to 300,000. So this is going quick. There's definitely some bots minting like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Coinbase. That'd be hilarious. So this is interesting. This is one of the things about these layer 2s. So the transaction's been included in the block and will be reflected. That means it's waiting for the confirmation on Ethereum. So it added my transaction to the block, and it's waiting for this Ethereum block to finish for the transaction to be confirmed on base. It's kind of how the layer 2s work. That's where I'm at, Ken. I don't even have any long-term mints. I have a vanilla one-day mint, and then I have a couple NFTs. But I'm also going to do long-term mints for sure. I'm going to be max minting for sure, but that's when the gas comes down. I'm going to wake up at 3 in the morning and start, doing this. Phoenix launched too. That's so wild. What's crazy is they launched, but Xen doesn't even exist yet. There is no Xen yet. Not until tomorrow. Take a look at DBZen. DBZen's been hurting, man. I was trying to get some ETH when this happened. It went all the way down to $2. I wouldn't be surprised if it got as low as $1.50 though. it'll find a bottom just like everything else. These little circles are where I've been accumulating DBZen. Just all the way down at the bottom every time. Because it's easy to tell when people are dumping it, and you know, I want to buy a lot of it, but I can't buy a lot of it at once because there's not much on the dexes. You know, right now there's only 10,000 DXN on Uniswap on Avalanche right now. So if you want to buy a lot, that price impact is crazy. Never thought I'd see the day $1.50 DBZen. I know. And I'm just gonna keep buying it. I love it. I like getting the fees, you know? The fees have definitely slowed down. You can see that over on Zen.pub. But once the Zen NFTs, the DBZ NFTs come out, I think it's gonna moon. That's what I'm prepared for. That's why I want the DBZen now, so I have it ready when it's time to participate with it. I think that's going to be the key. That's so funny to see base already. That is so cool. This community is so awesome. You guys are the best. Where are the... yeah, this is what I'm looking for here. So yeah, it's accruing like 370 that day. 3, 4. So doing like between 3 to 5 ETH a day. And protocol fees that get distributed to the community. That's pretty nice. Why DB's NFTs will have a great impact? Because people will have to unstake their DBZen, and they'll also have to buy Zen. And if they want to, you know, if people don't have their DBZen, if they don't currently participate and they want to make DB's NFTs, they'll have to buy DBZen and Zen and Parrot in the NFTs. I could do a whole show on the DB's NFTs too. I mean, that's a great question. Right now they're waiting on the CertiK audit, but basically you're going to encapsulate your DBZen. I've been calling it like a mobile liquidity pool almost. It's the same type of thing where you lock up your, rather than staking it in the staking, you're staking it within your NFT, and then you can trade your NFT kind of like a Zen NFT. So think of DBZen as like a vanilla mint in Zen. Well, the DB's NFTs are going to be like ZenFTs for DBZen. So they're going to have artwork, you know, they'll have individual unique artwork, and it has this whole power structure. Every day your NFTs, your DB's NFT loses a little power. So you either have to burn Zen or add more DBZen to increase the power. So people are going to have to buy DBZen to increase the power of their DB's NFTs, which is going to increase the demand of DBZen and cause the price to fly up. That's what my prediction is anyway. Yeah, that's going to be tight. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, here, let me, yeah, that's their Git book for the DB's NFT right there. Also, if you check out dbzen.org, there's the little icon on the bottom. It looks like a piece of paper. It has their white paper. And what I recommend doing is taking the white paper and popping it into ChatGPT and just asking it some questions. And that's I've found is the easiest way to kind of learn about these white papers. So you need DB Xen, which you have to buy or burn more Xen for it. Exactly. Yep, exactly. Yep. And every day the power of the DB's NFT kind of goes down. To power it up, you have to burn more. And the more power you have, the more percentage of the ETH divs, the rewards you get each day. So it's just going to be a big cycle of burning Xen, buying DB Xen, and getting rewards. It's going to be awesome. So excited for that. And this is kind of what it looks like. I'll show you what my so like if you burn your DB Xen, it shows up in this area, right? You know, you burn your Xen for DB Xen, it shows up in the rewards here. So I have 32 DB Xen for burning Xen, but I also bought 4,000 DB Xen and I staked it manually. So I bought that off the DEX and I staked it, and now every day I see a little more Matic pop into my account. So I have like 6.7 Matic right now that I can claim. And what I've been doing is claiming that Matic when I have to claim NFT, or when I have to claim Xen. So DB Xen's kind of paying my gas fees for my Xen claims. So I'll take this 6 Matic and I'll go, you know, claim a couple XenFTs on Matic. Maybe I'll create new XenFTs, because a new XenFT on Matic costs like 3 or 4 Matic if the gas is low. And then every week I'll just have 5 or 6 more DB Xen, or 5 or 6 more Matic in rewards for my DB Xen. Same with Avalanche. You know, if I switch over to Avalanche here, pretty much every week I'm getting about I'm getting about 1.5 AVAX. So I have 4,500 AVAX DB Xen staked. I have 64 DB Xen that I got just from burning small Xen, and burning a little Xen I got 64 DB Xen. I bought 4,500 DB Xen off the Avalanche DEX, and then I staked it manually, and now I'm getting like 1.5 AVAX every week, and it just works. Like then I'll take that AVAX and I'll go and either buy more Xen and burn it, or I'll buy more XenFTs and get Xen further down the line. Maybe I'll buy some more DB Xen and restake it if the price is really low. And it's just kind of becoming a money printer, really. Binance kind of has the most diluted supply, I think. I have like 5,200 over here and I'm barely getting anything. I got like $6 or $7 over the week, which that works. I mean, it's better than nothing for sure. But that's kind of the gist of my DB Xen strategy. Now I won't be buying it off the DEX on base, because for the first couple of weeks the move's going to be to burn it, and I think everybody's really looking to burn their Xen right now, which makes me want to hold on to my Xen, because the price of Xen's going to go way up. If the price of Xen outpaces the price of DB Xen, it might be cheaper to sell my Xen and buy DB Xen than burn my Xen and buy DB Xen. Or, you know, burn my Xen for DB Xen. So it's kind of interesting strategy. I'm really excited to see how this weekend goes, especially tomorrow. And that's True Crate Crypto. That's the big advantage. You also get the XN allocation. We haven't even talked about that. So Jack and his team, Fair Crypto Association, are releasing their own blockchain called X1. And it's going to have its own token called XN. And to get your allocation of XN, you burn Xen. And there's a couple different ways to get it. You can participate with VMPX. There's going to be the 333 auctions where you can burn Xen for XN straight up. And then there's also the project burning, which is burning for things like DB Xen and Xen Doge and Xen Shiba. So yeah, that's the proof of burn, definitely. And you get a liquid bearing asset. Yep. That is what's up. Crypto's been rough lately, man. I try so hard not to get down. What makes me down is when I don't have money to DCA. The price going down doesn't get me down. I just wish I could buy more, and I'm like, God damn it! What can I sell to get some more crypto? What sidechain you most whaled up on for DBZen? Probably Avalanche. I have the most DBZen on Binance, but I feel like it doesn't give me the same amount of rewards. I feel like the rewards on Avalanche are way better. I really only participate in those. I don't do Moonbeam, I don't do EVMOS. Oh yeah, I have a bunch on Phantom too. Yeah, Phantom was one of I was participating in Phantom early. I think I have like 4,000. I mean, it's not much. I'm by no means a whale. Like 4,000 tokens on Phantom is like $100. it's yeah. But you can see I've accumulated 6 Phantom here just by staking my DBZen, and it's just a money printer. Even if I come by once a month and just kind of collect my dividends and go reinvest it into Zen, I mean, it's working. It's working for me. But I haven't participated in Zen on Moonbeam, OKX, EVMOS, Dogechain, ETH POW. But really it's just these top 5 plus base. It's popping off on Twitter over here. There's some awesome spaces today. Definitely recommend going back and checking out the space that Jack put on, and I'm not sure who was the actual host, whether it was Zensu or Jack, or Simple Waters was hosting there for a bit. That was really good. But it was a good time. Definitely recommend going to check out those spaces. There's a lot of good information. It's really cool to see. It was blowing my mind earlier hearing someone new come into the Zen community, into the Zen community space, and just the fact that Jack was there and Jack was explaining it to this person that knows nothing about Zen, and they don't know Jack's stature in the community or like what Jack's accolades are, and just hearing Jack talk to him like a regular person, it was just like, wow, man, we're so lucky. We're so lucky to have this dude who's put together this whole thing. He's so down to earth. It was really refreshing to hear how Jack would explain Zen to someone that never heard of it before. It was really enlightening. Very cool. And on that note, I think we're gonna wrap it up. But I'll be back tomorrow. I got a couple videos planned. Obviously doing a Zen Punks video. That's going to be really cool. I'm sorry, obviously doing a base video. We're definitely going to be talking about base. I'm going to make a video on how to bridge ETH to base and how to participate in the Zen network on base. But I will also do a Zen Punks video. I saw someone asking about that. I still have not minted my Zen Punks yet. Let's take a look at what they're at. I said I was going to wait until they hit 1,000. What are they up to now? 134. That's good. I mean, they're getting the number's going up. I'll say that. If Zen keeps getting cheaper, I said I was gonna buy one if it goes under 7. It hasn't gone under 7 yet, so. So it's automatically staked if it's unclaimed. I don't know if you knew that. You actually don't want to claim it and stake it, because then you lose a couple days of divs. But as long as it's staked in there, that's all I care about. Earning the divs on it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try to go live early tomorrow. I say that every Friday night, but it never happens. But we'll see. I'll wake up tomorrow, I'll have my coffee, and maybe we'll do a quick rundown. Take a look at the stats, see what's happening. Maybe I'll go live later when we get some more Liquid Zen on base. That should be cool. I do have one for Phoenix. Yeah, come go check out the videos on the channel. I have a whole Zen ecosystem playlist. So if you come over to the channel here, So right here, if you click on this link right here, Xen ecosystem, it'll show you all the Xen videos I have. I have Xen garbage dump, how does Zenify work, Xen Pepe, how to run a node, what are 5 burn projects, here's some DBZen and DBZenFT explainers. But yeah, I basically just break down every project in the Xen ecosystem. The Phoenix video is one of my first videos, so definitely go check that out. Is Phoenix a better version of Hex? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But alright guys, I'm gonna go get some rest. Maybe play some Madden, enjoy my Friday night. I hope you guys do the same. You guys stay safe, stay Zen, and as always, Tree City Trading's out. Have a good night.